Welcome to the Gridlife Festival Tour here at Watkins Glen International for this weekend's festivities. A track that many of us have grown up playing on video games, to actually getting to race it in person and even do the unthinkable and drift this majestic, fast track. You're going to see all of that right here on 3G video for God's Glory Direct. Hello and welcome back to 3G Video. Today we are at the historic Watkins Glen International Raceway. It is going to be an amazing weekend, even though it is forecast to rain all weekend, which is going to add some very big challenges for our drivers throughout the event. So let's get started with today's video. This is such a historical track, and I love being here because I used to play it in video games. So I'm actually going to send it to myself in the future, where we're going to run a lap and we're going to show you from my perspective here today and from the game's perspective what it looks like to be here at Watkins Glen. Okay, we are here in the game at Watkins Glen in the same configuration as our Gridlife racers are in this weekend. Of course, I had to pick an FDRX7 to make our tutorial. We're going to start here at the start-finish line on the front straight, of course. Where else would we start? And we're going to drop down the hill into a hard right-hander for turn 1. This hill in the game is not nearly as significant as it looks like in person. We're going to come through this corner. I am going to kind of take it easy because I'm pretty good at wrecking these things. However, we come down into the base of the S's. This is turn 2, and then turn 3 and turn 4 are the 3 corners that make up the S's. Most of our drivers are going to stay flat all the way through here, which is going to carry a lot of speed into our back straight. This is a very high speed section of the track, and because of that, the bus stop has been added to slow our drivers down as they come into turn 5. So the bus stop does not have number per se, they just refer to it as the bus stop. And then you come into 5. Because we had the bus stop, you're just going to kind of lift a little bit and let the car rotate around the corner, getting on the throttle back there just a little bit. Then as we drop over the hill down into the boot, we're going to get hard on the brakes coming into 6. This left-hander has been one of the trickiest areas for our drivers this weekend. And then we're going to exit heading down to the toe of the boot, or turn 7. This corner is the one that I found pretty tricky whenever we got onto the sim. Don't know why it seems so tricky, but it just always gave me a little bit of issues. And now we're going to be turning down into the heel, which is turn 8 up into 9, where we're going to join back up with where the NASCAR track would be. This is a hard braking zone into this right-hander. It's going to send us over the hill and then up into 9. There's a lot of hills and valleys, a lot of elevation changes that are not as prevalent whenever you look at it from a game standpoint, but when you're standing on the side of the track, those elevation changes are quite significant. Coming into turn 10, drivers really just have to lift as they come through and let the car rotate, but then going into 11, you do have to get on the brakes fairly significantly to make a perfect entry and exit out and carry as much speed as you can down the front straight back to the start-finish line. And that has been a lap here at Watkins Glen. So not only is the on-track stuff important at Gridlife, but also coming back in the pits and seeing what we can see in here and getting cool creative shots with cars like this. With the festival tour this year, we're going to a lot of new tracks and such, like Watkins Glen this weekend. And we have drifting at all of the festival events. This is the first time this track has ever had drift cars on it. They have the workers out here freaking out because it's just so different. See cars come flying by. It is a huge track with a lot of high-speed corners, so we are at the bus stop to see them try to do some drifting around here. This is kind of the slower corners in the area. So we'll see how that goes down. Race is always exciting, but it's always cool to see the whole race and see how it all pans out. I'm down in turn 2, if you might have noticed, looking up the S's. It's a very cool spot. I'm glad I decided to come out here this morning. Review the footage! Oh, there we go. That's something cool. That's cool. Ooh, that one's sick. Okay guys, it has been a really long, really cold and wet weekend, but it's been a lot of fun. I hope you guys have enjoyed getting to see Watkins Glen a little bit. Been a great time. As always, have a blessed day, and I'll talk to you guys next time.